Hey guys, I thought I would do a comparison between the LeBron 10 and LeBron 11 shoes. Now, I have been collecting the LeBrons for a few years, and I've been picking up the new models like whenever they release. The 10 was by far my favorite so far. And of course, LeBron ended up winning the championship with the Miami Heat, wearing the LeBron 10 Elite. And I think he's really satisfied with how the 10 turned out. This is the 10, or X as it's called. I picked up quite a few pair of these, quite a few colorways, because honestly it's amazing. I both play in it and wear it casually. So the expectations were high from me for the 11, and this is of course the 11. But I'll get back to that in a while. I just want to talk a bit more about the 10. You see, when the 10 was first announced, we were quite surprised because they seemed very bulky and massive. In addition, you see the swoosh here is facing towards the heel, and that was a step. Well, it was a different direction when you look at the previous LeBron models, and we hadn't seen this this backwards swoosh since the Dennis Rodman shoes. So yeah, when I first saw the leaked images of the prototypes, I thought it was hideous. It was really ugly. I found it absolutely ridiculous. With these panels, it just didn't work for me. And of course that all changed when I actually got it in hand and tried it on. Because honestly, it was the best basketball shoe I had ever tried. And I don't play a lot of basketball, but I try every week, and yeah, it's my go-to shoe when I play. So yeah, I guess other reviewers have documented pretty thoroughly why this is a great shoe. But if you haven't tried it and you like to play basketball, I suggest you go out and find yourself a pair of LeBron X. They're quite expensive, but I think it's worth it, because I've used these probably 20 times on the court. That's right. And you can't barely see that they're used. There are some creases here in the white portion of the midsole, but they seem really durable. This was the blue here was the version called Wind Chill, and one of the first colorways released, along with and the Wind Chill here was I don't think it was ever worn on court by LeBron James in the 2012-2013 season. The blue here, the Wind Chill, was on the other hand worn a lot by Ty Lawson, the point guard of Denver Nuggets, and he wore this with their blue away uniform. But when LeBron played, he usually wore his, of course, his white and red. But he also wore this black, red, and silver version. And both this Wind Chill and this black called Pressure, they were released as with Nike Plus technology. and you can see that with the texturized swoosh here. And they also came with this. They came with this lion-shaped lace lock. So yeah. And more models here. LeBron also wore this one. It's the Miami Floridians colorway, and for their away games. So yeah, and probably my favorite of the X is this one. It was called Prism, and it's like dark gray with some color on the inside and on this plastic thing. Again, amazing sneaker and amazing durability. They just doesn't seem to wear down, and that's a plus. So quickly, we have a flywire, connects the laces, a lot of ventilation in these holes. I think it's a mix between Air Max and flywire. At least it's a fully visible 360 bubble of some sort. It's not completely Air Max, but yeah. And yeah, notice that they're differently shaped on the two sides of the foot. And underneath you have the LeBron James logo and the X. There's a lot of great details on these, like forged 2003. I guess that was when it was drafted, of course. And you have the logo on the tongue, and on the inside, it's not easy to see, but it's there in perforated into the insole. The insole is not removable, at least not on the regular versions, but I think on the Nike Plus, it's removable because you can take out the chip that records your movement or something. Yeah, so that was the LeBron 10, and I'll just keep the windshields here. Now, of course, LeBron won wearing these shoes, along with the rest of Miami Heat, and one of my favorite basketball shoes, probably my favorite basketball shoe. So my expectations were high with the 11, and so I had to pick up a pair when these showed up. So yeah, as you can see, these are very different. Again, you have these, let's call it geometric shapes around the shoe. But other than that, they're very different. Well, they still have flywire connecting the laces, and they still have some padding in the tongue, and but gone are the visible air. As you can see with the 11, there's no visible air. I think it should still have some sort of air cushion inside. Probably a zoom, I don't know. It doesn't say. Well, there's some visible here in the heel and the forefoot from underneath the shoe. Yeah, it looks like zoom air. And there's a plate here in the middle, which I guess is for support. But the biggest difference is probably the height of the shoe. As you can see here, The X went a lot further up the foot, almost up to the yeah, past the ankle, and I like that. It's great for support. But the 11 almost wore like a runner's shoe. It's low, like almost like a guard's shoe, like Chris Paul or Kobe Bryant's signature shoes. They're fairly low, and yeah, I'll be honest. It had a lot of it felt a lot lighter than the X. I don't know, I quickly found out that these were not the shoes for me, because while they're light and comfortable, and they had fairly good grip, there was sometimes I got too narrow an angle between the surface like this, and the shoe actually just slipped on the surface. And I can't confirm if that was this section or this section, or maybe this section. Either way, twice I actually slipped on the surface. And another part. This is actually a bit more. It doesn't have anything to do with playing basketball, but as you can see, maybe you can see, let's see. Yeah. Already here, this this line here is creased, and it's been worn off a bit, and this was only after one time of play. And the same can be said about this part of the swoosh. So if I want to keep these as pristine as possible, I think I'll avoid playing in them. While the X, like I said, I've been playing in these for dozens of times, and yeah, it's difficult to find any blemishes on them. But yeah, these look amazing. They have this sort of a quasi science fiction feel to them, and it's definitely a sneaker people will notice. So yeah, let's see how they look on. Yeah, I just had to show you the comparison between the 9, 10 and 11. And as you can see, the silhouette of the new model, the 11, it's almost closer in appearance to the 9 compared to the 10. As you can see, this has a very low profile, and very sleek, very yeah. But the X has a more bulk to it. It's more massive, mostly due to the section, the midsole, and also the fairly high portion near the ankle. And of course, this is the 9. So yeah. Oh, let's get the 9 and X 11 next to each other.